Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Sorry. So sorry. I guess I hit the wrong button, didn't I? This is your favorite go-to spot in podcasting, or at least it was, and live streaming. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today, coming to you live from the 46th Annual Chevy Corvette Expo inside the Galveston Convention Center.
Yep.
Just ahead, more guests from this week's and weekend's big show.
The
really big show. We'll also have Mr. Mars This Week in Auto History, and we'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Today's program sponsored by Mecum Auctions Houston, April 4th through the 6th at NRG Center. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Seekin. Let's not forget our chief engineer and bottle washer, among other things. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. It's a beautiful day indoors. I don't know how it is outside, but getting here this morning, we had a nice lightning display getting here.
Very pretty.
Big time.
Very pretty.
It was.
Yeah.
If you're into this sort of thing. The dog is not into lightning displays. I can tell you
They
that.
sense that. They have that sense of in their
lightning.
Sense of doom.
Yeah. Mr. Mars, who you got down there?
Joining us now is Mr. A.J. Loupe.
Oh, is that who that is?
Space City Corvette.
Yeah,
You
just
move your chair up
a
just
couple of
there.
weeks ago we saw you.
Yes, sir. You sure did.
Yeah. He likes us.
Apparently, either that or we've been put together for a reason.
Well, it could be a reason because...
Does anybody owe him any money? That's probably what it is.
No, not yet. Talk to me after the show.
Okay.
So the Space City Corvette Club is here, I guess, in mass. Y'all got quite a few
Yes,
entries
sir.
here.
We've got 34 cars registered out here today.
34.
That beats our club best of 31 last year. And we've got quite a few in attendance. And we've got our Mr. Brady's brought his 53 Corvette out here, and his 55 Harvest Gold Corvette out here. It's out there in the lobby. And just so happens to be one of our major sponsors as well, MyGarage.ai. And he's been a big reason why we've been able to raise the kind of money we've raised for Texas Equa Search.
My only part in that is that I am AI. I am artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Nobody recognized me yet, but I am all that.
He's actually a hologram.
A hologram. Have you ever been to a hologram show? I know I'm off track. I went to see a Roy Orbison hologram concert. You ever been to one?
No, I've never have.
The most amazing thing I have ever seen in my entire life. So there's a full orchestra up there with backup singers and doing all of his hits.
Wow.
Out of the floor of the stage, up pops his image, and he's sitting there and he's looking around. It's him, right? They obviously did this before he died. And here he is with the guitar, and he's singing the lead, and the band is playing the music, and he's playing the guitar. Wow. All on stage.
All in sync.
All in sync. I mean, it's truly amazing. The band was great. I mean, obviously, it had to be at least a 10-piece band. Mm-hmm. And the backup singers. So if you ever get a chance to do hologram, speaking of AI, it was really cool. Go and see whatever it is. I hear that they have an Elvis thing coming.
That's the one I'd want to see.
All of us.
Yeah.
I will go.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they had it out at Smart Financial Center when I went to see the Roy Orbison thing. Mm-hmm. Gosh, that was 6 years ago almost.
And next week in the studio, we're all going to be holograms in the studio, so tune into that.
Actually, we are holograms sitting here right now. But enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to...
You have distinctive voices, and they can replicate your voice. They can replicate your image.
Know.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
It is scary.
I use ChatGPT on my emails at work, so that's a big help. Yeah, kind of manipulate it. It gives you a base to work on, and you can kind of monkey with it.
Well, it takes announcers like me and puts us out of business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you can still tell.
Yeah.
You can tell.
No, it's not a voice. It's just a written word.
I know that, but we're just talking about what you can still tell. And here I am in the flesh.
I know.
And who wouldn't want to see this? No one wants to see this.
Is that a no comment answer?
No comment answer?
I just threw up in my throat.
I keep saying to you every time I see you
Yes, sir.
that I'm going to bring the Corvette, and I never do.
Well, this is your good opportunity because this is a Corvette-only car show we got coming up.
And when is this?
April 13th. It's going to be in Stevenson's Park in Friendswood.
Oh.
The same place that you came out to last year. You came out to our fall car show. So this is Corvettes
But you
only.
see, that's a Saturday.
Yes, sir. Well,
We have a show to do.
Well, so I think what we're going to try to do is have you guys come out to the fall car show so you have zero excuse not to bring that car because you'll
Okay.
be on site.
I will.
Okay.
The other thing is that I'm thinking, give me
Right.
just a minute.
Is that what I smell?
That's
Wood burning.
It's rubber burning. You see, the other issue is that what time is check-in?
Well, the show starts from 8:30 to 3.
No, I didn't say that. What
So,
time do you?
Well, you can pre-register for the event all the way up to
Okay, so if I bring the Corvette at noon,
for you, I'll make the rare exception because cutoff is at 11. But I'd make the exception.
We
for
can
you.
park them just outside the gate.
Yeah. You'd be like right on the. It's kind of like looking over the fence, looking in.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That. I do want to come. And what time does the show end?
3 o'clock. Awards are at 3.
So I
we-
could still come down there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just wouldn't be in the show.
Right.
But that would be okay.
Right.
I don't have to be in the show.
Yeah, I mean, just having you there.
Oh,
That's gift
listen.
enough.
Yeah, I know. People would be lined up all the way down that boulevard. What boulevard is that?
That's Friendswood Drive.
They'd be lined up all the way down.
Can you go like that? You got a little something on your nose.
Well, I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I think what they were doing is lining up to take pot shots at you.
Oh, boy.
That's right. Okay, and this is a Corvette only show?
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Benefits Texas Equa Search, and y'all may remember, but last year we raised $100,000 for Texas Equa
Wow.
Search,
Very nice.
$92,000 the year before. So,
What's just more goal?
Yes,
bigger
sir.
goal.
yeah, and a big reason is because of that man sitting right here to the right of me, by Garage.ai.
All right.
So he has his 53 and his 55 out here today, and I said, Kevin, let me see if we can get you on here with us.
Absolutely.
So-
And there's crawfish.
Oh yeah, and there's crawfish at the show. That's and Alan's crazy. Alan Swamp Shack does our crawfish. They've been doing it, I think, probably for like the last 6 years.
Does he have any shrimp there?
No, I don't. I mean, you'll have the corn and potatoes, and I think some of the sausage that they put in there,
Yeah.
but no shrimp.
Pizzas?
We do have a food truck. Jack's Burgers is going to be on site, doing the hamburgers and
I'm
French
not
fries.
a crawfish guy.
Well, and we did that so that for people that don't eat crawfish like yourself, that are unusual.
Very unusual, I know. Well, I'm unusual not only because of crawfish, okay, but I just, I played with those things in the bayou as a kid.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Yeah.
Plus, there's
That's
not a lot
why-
of meat on it, and you got a little tiny bun that you put the meat on to,
Yeah. It's a lot of work for little. You got to sit there and continually.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I'll have the corn and potatoes and the other junk that's in there. That's good. I like that.
EquiSearch is great to support. They do just fantastic work, and we're proud to be supporting them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And what we do is we do some matching dollars, and that gets other people to step up in their generosity, and it's really fulfilling.
That's the way to do it.
The Corvette Club, we come together, but we also do some good with the fun that we
Absolutely.
that we have. So
That's good. Back in the day, the first Corvette Club that I was in was San Jacinto Corvette Club, actually, and there wasn't any other ones. That was it way back in the dark ages, back when I had color in my hair like you guys do. I don't have that anymore.
Well, see, the good thing is, you still have hair. It's just of a different color.
Hey.
I like this guy sitting to the left.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, thanks for coming to the interview. We're going to turn you off.
Yeah, they're the oldest, I think, Corvette club in the Houston area. They've been around a long time.
Yeah.
We're actually working with them on June 30th for a Corvette show in conjunction with the anniversary of the Corvette. We have 7 Corvette clubs that are all participating.
Well, what I
in that
need to
show
do
as well.
is I need to just exit off of the show, this show, and come out there and cajole with you guys. That's a word. Look that up.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because when it comes to Corvettes, that's what it's all about. Okay, there's the car, great, nice looking, all that sort of stuff. But it's all the camaraderie and the fun times, and
And a great American story. It's America's sports car.
Yeah, yeah.
71 years strong this year, and it's fantastic camaraderie and sense of purpose almost in America's story.
Yeah.
So we've got the Indy 500 coming up. Is there going to be a vet pace car or a complement of vets at the Indy? Do you know? Because I don't.
I couldn't tell you. If I could tell you that, I'd give you the winning lottery numbers for tonight's drawing. So
probably generally they have a Corvette complement in there,
right? Yeah, generally they do
for Indy.
I'm just not sure about this year.
The purple and yellow Indy pace car. Do you know anybody that has one of those?
No, not that I can think of.
Good. Because I think that's probably one of the ugliest cars.
I like that blue one. I don't know what the blue one is. I'm seeing a deck lid and the hood up.
Well, that is not.
No, that is
what
not
I'm talking
it.
about.
But that's beautiful color.
Yeah, and you know, to those that have that, I say to you, good. I appreciate it.
To each his own, right?
To each his own.
Yep.
And you think that's your thing? I got it. Do I like every Corvette in here? I like it because it's a Corvette, but I don't like every single Corvette in here. No. You know, you don't like my car? It's okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about that 6-cylinder 53?
Let me tell you something about that 6-cylinder 53. I'd buy that. I'd have that in a minute. I had a 1954 Chevrolet pickup truck when I was in high school. It was a 3/4 ton, and it had granny first gear in it. It was a utility truck. Had that 235 Blue Flame 6 in it, which is the basis for that Corvette motor. Yep. And I thought, they've got 2 carbureted manifolds for that. Offenhauser at the time made that. So I wanted that, so I put that on there. So I put 2 Rochester 1 barrels on it. I put a full race cam in it, bumped up the compression ratio. That thing would fly. I could beat anybody off the line with that granny first gear, as you can imagine. But I'm a huge 6-cylinder fan, and straight 6, not V6.
Torquey.
And the new Hurricane engine that Ram has now, a Dodge line, they're putting out over 500 horsepower with that thing. So don't be putting down those 6-cylinders.
Oh, no.
Not in front of me. I like my 6-cylinders a lot. Yeah, so.
It's hard to think that the 6-cylinders nowadays, I mean, I had an 85 IROC Z28 back in the day, and that was a 305, and I thought that was the next best thing since sliced
Absolutely.
bread.
Yeah.
That's a dog compared to some of the horsepower.
Well, my 77 Corvette, the terribly over-choked, low compression ratio, no horsepower engine with the L82. Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought that was the bomb. And it was at the time. And I had the 4-speed manual transmission in it, put a T-handle shifter on it. I was
Cat's meow.
I drove the 53 here for the show, and it's 0 to 60 in just about 12 seconds. It's really gets up and goes. About halfway to Galveston, you're 60 miles an hour.
And 2-speed automatic.
2-speed automatic.
And where were we driving it from?
Seabrook.
Seabrook, okay.
Yeah.
How'd it do?
Great. Turns a lot of heads.
Huh?
Turns a lot of heads.
Absolutely it does.
Yeah.
Because, they're rare. Actually, I saw the number 003, and it was at the Corvette Expo at the Albert Thomas Convention Center back in the day. And it was a big deal. And I'm sure it's around somewhere in somebody's collection. But I'd never seen an original 003. And I looked at the paint on it, and I'm going, there's no paint on this car.
Yeah.
Is yours like that? With the fiberglass showing through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the mesh in the fiberglass.
Yeah.
Sure.
You look at that and you go, oh, that's got to be a mistake. No. That's the way they were. And to see that, gives me goosebumps today just talking about it.
Mine's number 32, so it's a little newer than number 3.
There you go.
32.
32.
Wow. I touched his hand. That's really cool. There's so much history behind that. I have my picture taken with Zora Arcus Duntoff. And,
Zora signed underneath the hood of this number 32.
Nice.
His signature is on
Shake his hand
car.
again.
Yeah, no, I don't have to because I got his autograph.
Everyone needs
too.
to come down to the show and see this car. It's really a nice car.
We'll be checking it
We
out.
got the 55 sitting next to it. It's first year with the V8, as you know.
Yep.
So we got the 6-cylinder sitting next to the V8.
I tell the story. I need to take a break. Let's take a break because I'll tell the story after the other side of the break about Lingenfelter. You're familiar with him?
Yes.
Yeah. There was Steve and there's John. Well, Steve died many years ago in a drag racing accident, and his cousin John took it over. Anyway, I'll tell you about one of his. You'll like it. All right. Let's do this. You're on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thanks for riding with us today. Quick break now. We'll be back after these messages.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In-Wheel Time and the original Loupe Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org.
Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to Houston, Texas, April 4th through the 6th at NRG Center, featuring 1,000 muscle cars, Corvettes, trucks, customs, and more. Broadcast on Motor Trend TV and streaming live on Max. From avid collectors to those new to the Mecum experience, we welcome everyone. Register to bid now at mecum.com.
Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We are at the Corvette Chevy Expo in Galveston that runs today and tomorrow. We invite you to come down to the convention center here in Galveston. So to finish my story about the Corvette, so I had a rare opportunity to go to Lingenfelter's shop outside Detroit. And I'd never met him before. Very, very nice guy. And very modest office and that sort of thing. And he said, have you seen the collection? I said, no. Come on. Takes me back. And the warehouse is nothing to write home about. It's just a regular warehouse. Not like this. It's wide open. It's low roof and everything, and it's a car collection that he has collected these cars. One of them is a 1954 Corvette. And he says, I want to show you this. I said, okay, because it looks like yours, white, red interior. And he said, notice the script on the hood. Okay. It says fuel injection. Really? Yeah, it's got a blower on it, a 6-cylinder. It's a one-off. There was a company that Chevrolet was working with, and they wanted to keep the straight 6 in it. And they knew that clearly that they wanted to get more horsepower out of it, so they put a blower on it. It was the weirdest looking thing. It was a belt-driven blower off to the side, and it was about that big around under the hood. And it was a one-off car. And this company clearly didn't make it because in 55, they went to the V8. But it was a very unusual car, the one-off, and it had the blower on it. And it was like, okay. And he had this car. He had lots of different cars, mainly concentrated on Chevrolet. And he's a big Corvette guy. And he had a, what was that, Pontiac Solstice. Didn't have enough horsepower for him. He put a V8 in it. He said, yeah, well, the thought process was that I was going to give it a little bit more horsepower, but I didn't take into consideration that it doesn't weigh anything. He couldn't even mash the accelerator pedal without it burning the rubber. And he says the problem was when I took my kids to school and dropped them off, I'm trying to get out of the carpool line. Here I am burning rubber, not intending to, because I put this ginormous V8 motor in this little bitty engine compartment, and it was solid, nothing but motor. Wow. But great story.
That's a great story.
Yeah, they'd like to know about the 54.
Yeah, the reason I started mygarage.ai is not everyone is articulate as you are, but every car has a story.
Absolutely.
And people love to tell them, they love to hear them, and that's what's nice about coming out to these car shows.
Exactly.
So you put in a few facts about your car, your make, model, restoration history, previous owner, things like that. And AI, like your email, helps write that in a eloquent form.
Yeah. So how did you get into this AI stuff?
I just started picking it up because it was coming out, about a year ago, and just got. I'm an entrepreneur, so I try to find.
You're a car nut and a computer nut.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur, investor.
Yeah.
Diddler.
Diddler. Yeah.
David's a diddler.
Can't get a real job, so I have to do these things.
Well, I use that word diddler because I think on Uncle Buck, I think that the principal of the grade school used that she was a silly heart and a diddler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there was that.
I'm having a lot of fun with it and getting to see a lot of stories about some really neat cars.
And you get to be on the In-Wheel Time Car Show with us.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
This is
are you in the
highlight for me?
Are you in the Space Center Corvette Club?
I am.
Okay. And do you live in that area?
I do. Yeah.
David
Seabrook.
Seabrook. David's a Friendswooder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a Friendswooder?
Yes, sir. Since 86. Graduated from there in 88.
How about you, David?
Yeah, let's see, about 88. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So y'all are in the same
Yep.
ilk, as they say.
Yeah.
I'm older than him, so I didn't graduate there. All my kids did, though.
There you go.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, he's actually our ambassador to the National Corvette Museum. He's kind of being modest over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
How long have you two known each other?
Couple 3 years now?
Yeah.
Going on a few years now.
Yeah.
He heard about us and said, man, this is a cool bunch of people. I need to come hang out with you guys. So
Now, how long
As you go AI writing stuff again.
yeah.
How long have you had your Corvettes?
Oh, my first one was a 67.
These two that you have now.
Oh, the 55 I've only had a little over a year, and the 53 for about 4 years. Yeah.
Did you know him because he joined the club or what?
No, so one of our club members was real good friends with him, and she kept trying to get him to join. And finally he came to a club meeting and realized what we were about, having fun, obviously, but raising money for charities. And so he decided to join, and that's when I got to meet Mr. Brady.
My first club meeting, they were awarding their check to Texas Equa Search, and I said I want to be a part of this. It's because they really do great things.
Yes. They do.
He after the meeting, he quietly pulled me up. You can see he's kind of reserved. He pulled me off to the side and he says, "I just donated $5,000 to Texas Equa Search. If you want to put that toward your totals." I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Thank you." Mr. Miller's going to obviously thank you for that. So, and then after that, he started challenging us with the match donation. Any dollar, we'll match dollar for dollar up to $5,000 on our spring car show, and then on the fall car show, it's match any cash donations up to $20,000. So for a total of $25,000. So that's why we went from raising the money we did to just a lot more than we had before in the past.
Big leap.
Big leap, absolutely.
Well,
And it goes a long
congratulations.
way. Yes.
And I look forward to seeing you guys. I'm not sure whether I'll make the spring event.
Well,
I'll try.
If you wanted to, you could go to our club website, spacecitycorvetteclub.com, and register that car. Even if you didn't show it, to show support for Mr. Miller with Texas Equa Search. So that way, if I see your name, I'm gonna have a big old smile on my face, and I'll make sure I'll buy you a hamburger if you come out.
Actually, I was kind of looking for a hot dog.
I'd have to see if they make.
I think
hot
the
dogs.
hamburger guy's got a hot dog.
He probably does.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He probably does.
And if you make an extra donation, small or large, we'll match it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. In hot dogs.
And
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
It's
Appreciate
great to
it.
have you
Yes,
here.
sir. Thank
All
you.
right, Space
stuff.
City
Thank
Corvette Club. Get to it. Mr. Mars is supposed to have This Week in Auto History,
He's over
but
there.
guess what? He ain't
Thanks,
got
man.
that. But I have news. This is truly an amazing story, and I got just enough time to get this in. Angela Chow, a billionaire shipping company executive and sister-in-law of Senator Mitch McConnell, drowned after swiping the touch screen of her Tesla Model X incorrectly, causing the vehicle to back into a pond on her Texas ranch. But Chow's family doesn't blame Tesla for her death, according to a Wall Street Journal report. She and her husband, venture capitalist Jim Breyer, I guess that's the way you pronounce his name, had 3 Teslas and loved them and often spoke about how electric vehicles were good for the planet, according to the Journal, citing a source close to the family. Breyer said he is a friend of Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Chow, 50, died February 11th while driving her Model X from a guest house to her home on the 900-acre property outside Austin. She frantically called a friend staying at the guest house for help, saying she'd accidentally put the car into reverse rather than drive while making a 3-point turn, according to the Journal. Model X gear shift is controlled by swiping the screen up for drive and down for reverse. It is a mistake she had made before with the Tesla gear shift, the story said. The car had zipped backward, tipping over an embankment and into a pond. It was sinking fast. Friends, paramedics, firefighters, and sheriff's deputies who rushed to the pond were unable to break the Tesla's windows or open its doors underwater. Tow truck driver who arrived on the scene was afraid the EV's battery could electrocute him, so he didn't do anything. By the time the Model X could be extricated and opened, Chow, sister of former Transportation Secretary Elaine Chow, who's married to McConnell, was unresponsive. Angela's death factored into McConnell's February 28th announcement that he will step down as Senate Majority Leader this year, according to the Journal.
That's sad.
It is it's a very sad story.
Sad.
All right. Want to remind you that we'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for a quick break.
No.
Oh. Well, no, we're not going to do that right
Then
now.
I gotta reload.
No, I don't have time for that. You're going to have to reload because he wasn't sitting here in his place where he's supposed to have been. He knows what the show's format is. I'm chastising you. Can you tell?
I see that.
Okay. Bad boy.
Bad boys. What you going to do?
Time now for a quick break.
All right.
You're on the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show, streaming and podcasting around the planet. Look for us on your favorite podcast provider.
The original group of Loupe Tortilla Restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Loupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loupe's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Loupe Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Loupe Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Loupe Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.